and today's video is going to be a drugstore only tutorial. I am literally taking this to the T. I have even scrapped all of my professional fancy schmancy makeup brushes and have only chosen drugstore brushes. So everything that I'm going to be used today could be found at your CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, maybe even Target. But everything that I have here is definitely all drugstore, affordable, convenient everywhere you go. I've already moisturized my skin, which is also a drugstore moisturizer. I use coconut oil from the actual cooking aisle because it was recommended to me by a partner from Starbucks. The first thing I'm going to do is go in with my primer, and as always I use the e.l.f. Poreless one. This is a drugstore one and it is about $6. For foundation today, I'm going to use the True Match Lumi by L'Oreal. It's like the best foundation right now. My e.l.f. powder brush, which I use as a flat top kabuki, I'm gonna go ahead and blend all that in. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. This Real Technique sponge was purchased at the drugstore. It's about $5. You know what, guys? I really truly love drugstore makeup. I mean, I understand that some luxury items might, make you look completely flawless and glowy and beautiful, but you can achieve the same exact look and even feel as anything you can conveniently find at your drugstore. The only things that I really like to buy that are high-end are eyeshadows, only because you can tell a difference in quality in eyeshadow, but that's basically all I ever purchase that's super high-end. Other than that, I use everything from the drugstore. I am going to set everything just using my Wet n Wild pressed powder with another one of my e.l.f. brushes. This is the complexion brush, and I believe all of these black handled, black bristle brushes from e.l.f. are about $6. Cool thing about this brush is you can use it for powder and you can use it for blush. You could basically use it for any sort of powder that you'd like to lay down. My smaller e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush, I'm gonna go ahead and just place a little bit under the eyes so that it doesn't crease. The next thing I'm going to do is contour, blush, and highlight, and I'm going to use this convenient little guy right here by Maybelline. I have two of these e.l.f. brushes, so I'm going to use the other one to contour as well as put on my blush. And with my Real Techniques brush, this is also something that you can find at the drugstore to blend this contour out, because I'm seeing this is a little bit too harsh right now for me. That same brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up some blush. And I like to start at the apples of my cheeks and kind of just drag it back a little bit. For highlight, going to pinch the brush a little bit and go into the highlighter like this. Oh gosh, that's way too much. You see that? Oh gosh, it's so pigmented. A little bit, and then place that just dabbing it up here. I'm gonna move on to eyebrows. I always use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I use the shade Espresso. Anybody else have certain parts of their eyebrows where you tweezed too much when you were young that just don't grow back? Yeah, that's this eyebrow. Back in the day when we didn't want any eyebrows at all. God, what were we thinking? Set them into place. I'm going to use the Rimmel Brow This Way. God, this product is sort of a hit and miss for me because it literally just has so much product on the wand. I sit here and scrape it forever. Product always just wants to give me those eyebrows on fleek or something. It's like, dang girl, tame it down a little bit. Primer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my pretty much go-to primer, the Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer by Wet n Wild. Everything like Wet n Wild is just so amazing. Now that my eyelids are prime, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Wet n Wild eyeshadow. It is called, oh boy, the name sticker came off. Go ahead and set my primer here. Whoa, that is super pigmented. The palette that I really wanted to use today by Wet n Wild is an oldie but a goodie, the Comfort Zone palette. As you can see, mine is super old. I see that I really liked this shade back in the day and this one here. These are basically the ones that I used to stick to. I'm going to use my Apri-cot in the Middle blush as a transition shade today. So the first thing I'm going to do is, you know what the heck, why not follow the instructions on this thing and see what I get. For the brow bone, I'm going to go ahead and use the shade that's marked brow bone here. Into that crease shade again. Sort of deepen this up a little bit. Pick up a teeny tiny bit of this shade here. Take that crease color and just run it down, lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the definer color and just run it down the lower lash line as lightly as possible. For my lid, I am just going to go ahead and use that really pretty like rose gold lid color, all over lid color, and I'm going to use my finger. For my waterline, I am going to use the Rimmel Scandal Eyes, the shade Nude, in my my waterline down here. It'll just make my eyes look a little bit more opened. Mascara, I'm going to use something different today. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Luminous Butterfly Sculpt. And the reason why I like this one is because look at how crazy this brush is. But I like that it gets close enough to where it almost tight lines your upper lash line. For lips today, I'm going to use the NYX lip liner in Natura. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use the NYX in Pops Explosive? I don't really know. Pops? Maybe it's just called Pops and Explosive is the French version of Pops. Alright, and this is my finished look. Literally 100% drugstore, from every piece of makeup to brushes. The only thing I didn't use that was drugstore were, you know, my fingers, because they can't be purchased at the drugstore. Anyway guys, I hope you really enjoyed this week's videos. I had a little influencer unboxing that you should totally go check out whenever you can. And I think I also put out my Valentine's Day makeup this week. Wow, I did like 3 videos this week. Oh my goodness. So yeah, go ahead and check them out. Like, subscribe, spread my love for makeup, please. I would like more subscribers. My goal is to literally have at least like 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I think that might be reasonable, putting myself out to the world, and hopefully you're all helping me too. Anyway, I love you guys and have a wonderful week. Bye bye.